My name is Ben Surma. I am a student at Hamline University, and also active at MPIRG. Our chief concern regarding Senate File 509 is the elimination of options that will be available to students who wish to register at the polls. As part of MPIRG's Democracy Task Force, I've seen just how many students choose to register on Election Day and vote. Under the bill, a student who does not have an ID with his or her current residence may present a photo ID with a current fee statement that contains a student's current precinct address. Unfortunately, many fee statements do not list the student's current precinct address, but rather a parent's address. The unreliability of this option for same-day registration would lead to discouragement for many students who simply want to participate in the franchise. The only option left under Senate File 509 is to present a student ID at the polls after the school has submitted a residential housing list for both on- and off-campus dwellers. I have seen firsthand how this method works while I helped conduct voter registration last fall on campus. I can tell you it does indeed work. However, the housing list is only as accurate as the students have made it by taking time to update their contact information. As you know, students are highly transient and may move several times, even within a school year. In addition, the institutions are not required to submit such lists. Fortunately, most do. But not every institution can be relied upon to follow through each election cycle or in a special election. Though this housing list method for registration does work, it is not reliable enough to ensure that everyone who wants to register and vote on Election Day will be able to do so. By leaving only these two avenues for students to register, Senate File 509 would impose an obstacle that would discourage young people from voting. Lastly, but importantly, even if you could register using these methods, you'd still need meet an ID burden that does not allow for a student ID. So in theory, a student could get registered, only to be turned away for not having the necessary ID to actually cast their ballot. Minnesota has consistently led the nation in youth voter turnout. There's no need to jeopardize this fact, a fact we can all be proud of. The essential issue behind our concern is the message this bill sends to young people who wish to be heard and want to effect change. I know countless students who want to make a difference but feel they have no voice. Imposing hurdles such as obtaining new ID and eliminating the good options for same-day registration will not make our democracy work better, but will only serve to make our democracy less personal and more confrontational. We'll be open for any more questions.
Okay, thank you. Any urgent questions? Seeing none, thank you for your testimony.